50% free throw shooter in the game when he made 5 of 6 free throws when he knew they were going to foul. Is that, I don't know, is it kind of say where Rutledge has come just a little bit?
We weren't going to throw the ball. I had him in the game because I'd want to make sure we had him back for defense, but we weren't going to throw the ball. Don't get carried away.
But he did make 5 out of 6. I mean, is he improving in some fundamental things?
Yeah, obviously, or I wouldn't play him. He can make some plays. He makes some athletic plays that we don't have anybody else that can make. So we actually put him in to play 1-3-1, which worked out real well for us. But it's incredibly frustrating to have to say the same thing day after day after day after day. It's incredibly frustrating. They just keep doing the same things.
Bob, do you not want them to help off that dribble drive and kick, or how do you want to play?
You don't
that?
help all sides.
Mm-hmm.
And when you got a guy trapped underneath the basket, you don't run in there. That might be the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a basketball game. Run in there and triple team a guy who wasn't going to score over 2-6-9 guys to start with, and leave a guy wide open in the corner for a 3, who just happens to be their leading scorer, by the way. Hell no, I don't want him to help in there. I mean, you help away from the ball. You don't help all sides. And then we ran in and helped second time. It was a different guy. I don't know, man. I was different, I guess. If I saw some guy get taken out of the game for doing something wrong, by God, I wasn't going to do that. Now, I may screw up a lot of other things, but I wasn't doing that now. I want to stay in the game. I don't know how you can substitute a guy in and he does the same thing that the guy you took out. I don't understand that.
Coach, how big Rutledge, when he drove the charge, how big is that play end up being?
Obviously it was big. We work so hard at getting in position, and obviously we don't do it all the time, and we make some really dumb plays. But Dom, the last couple of games, he's made plays for us. But they asked me down there, how could we hold them to 22 the first half? They get 45 the second. They shoot 27 the first and 63 the second. Well, it kind of starts out by having your 6'9", 260-pound center standing wide open on the basket. I mean, wide open on the basket. You're not throwing him the ball. Then we throw it in the high post. And we decide, well, maybe we ought to throw it to him then. By then, they figured out nobody's guarding him, and so they run over and foul him. And he misses 2 free throws. And then we come down, throw it to him again, and he goes 1 for 2 from the foul line. And then in the meantime, now they've hit a couple threes, and all of a sudden they got momentum going, and we're kind of hanging our heads, and the next thing you know, it's 5 right. I told our guys on it, as soon as we did throw the ball and we missed those 2 free throws, I said, oh my God, here it comes. Here it comes. Always happens. It's too hard a game. It's too hard a game to like look off wide open guys. It's too hard a game. Like, we got it to 14. We run a really nice back cut and we miss a layup. I mean, a wide open layup. You can't do that. Good teams don't do that. Teams that get ahead by 14 and then can come back and have to fight their ass off to win, they do that. And that's what we are. It's just when you say the same thing. You got kids?
Yeah.
You'll find out when you do have them. When you tell them stop about the 74th time, it'll start getting under your skin now. then I sat down, and we got, man, they're nice kids, man, they really are. They're not, God, they're nice, they're, you know, I don't have any issues, they're nice, they're cordial, they're good folks. As soon as school starts, well, I'll find a hell of a lot of those in the library too, and I don't think they can play either.
How much time did you spend this week putting in the dribble drive motion, and how did you
Way
feel?
too much, in all honesty, way too much. You know, that's the other thing that happened, we got up by 14 and we bring it down and we don't pass it. We don't hand it off, we dribble it right down, run over a guy. You know, and then we're all yelling, move them first. You know, that's, honest to God, I mean, I learned that when I was 5th grade playing bitty basketball. You gotta move them before you drive it in there, because they're all standing in there. And then, so we come down the second time, do the exact same, different guy, but the exact same play. You know, almost in the exact same spot. Charge. Too much time. Too much time, because they're like, and so then we try to run something to, you know, alleviate some of the pressure. We can't throw it on the wing. We can't catch it on the wing. But then we didn't back cut. We ran 3 consecutive plays to back cut, and we didn't back cut any time. We just stood there. It's frustrating. Frustrating.
It seems like that part of the motion offense might play better to Juwan's and Gary's strengths a little bit, if they can get to the basket some more, and if you're, you know, encouraging the dribble drive aspect of it, that it.
But you know what? Have you watched the dribble drive, really? Have you watched the dribble drive? Have you watched
Not as much as
Kentucky?
you.
Have you watched Kentucky? They shoot jump shots.
Mhm.
They shoot threes. They don't get a whole lot of layups. They penetrate and they pitch. They penetrate and they kick. Now look at this stat sheet. Tell me who the hell you want me to kick it to. Watch the people who play dribble drive. They shoot a bunch of threes. I mean, I can tell you what to shoot. We got a guy who took 10 shots today, and he's shooting 19% from 3. I really thought we got better. I, honest to God, other than doing really dumb things, you know, it stretches in the first half. I thought, well, my God, we're playing. It kind of looks like my team again. You know, it kind of looks like my team. Kind of look like we're playing like my team. And then as soon as I start dumb enough to start thinking that, we come out and let them shoot 63% in the second half. I understand. I recruit. I got to fix it. I understand.